What's up, Spartan Nation? Steve Leslie, YSNLive.com, your home of the Boardman Spartans football team all season long, and proud to be a part of that and continue on with the Spartans in Week 4 as they'll play host to the Howland Tigers. Week 4 Coach's Corner, sponsored by Coca's Pizza. Shout out to them. We're in a little different atmosphere tonight, but shout out to Steve Coca and his staff again for opening up their hospitality. Great supporter of Spartan football, and we appreciate that. And proud to be joined by the head ball coach again, Coach Antram.
Good to be back.
I can't believe it's Week 4.
I know. It's flown by.
How fast is it? I mean, do you catch yourself like this is Week 4?
Yeah, I remember the day I got hired and the day I got to start the weight room up.
And that seems like it just happened.
2 days ago, yeah.
Well, Kewan Robinson, a devastating injury. Again, from all of us at YSN, DJ, myself, Brian, Richie, and Quinn, my heart is out for that young man. And I know if he's watching or if he's listening, prayers for a young man, you're going to come back better than ever with support from you and a great kid like Cam. How devastating was that?
It was rough, to have it unfold like it did. Just a freak accident, and he was down for quite a while on the sideline and everything, and wasn't looking very positive. I don't want to go into a whole lot of detail, but
no.
It was definitely a black spot of the night. And then come Sunday when we were able to go up there, we found out some good news then. He was making a lot of progress. Got released today, and things are progressing really well. And he's a fighter. He's up joking around.
That's what Cam said. He's a
he's
jokester of the team.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, that better continue. There's no doubt about that. That's okay. All right, well, I'm going to say this. Bigger, faster, stronger, you're going to come back better than ever. There's no doubt about that. So prayers to you on that. From a YSN standpoint, we don't talk a whole lot about that. Injuries happen.
Right.
And I talked with Cam, people don't understand that can happen to anyone at any time, and nobody wants to see that, whether you're coaching that team, coaching against it. So the first question off of that, though, I'm watching that game, and after that, I see a Boardman team that continues to get better against a quality opponent. I want to ask you, because I think I know you, what's something that you didn't know about about your team after that point that maybe you know now?
It was kind of a little bit of the same situation as the week before with Cheney. We got the ball back with a couple minutes left, needed to do something. Obviously this time we didn't make that drive, but, we kept fighting. We learned a little bit about that against Cheney the week before, and I was happy to see us do it again. And like you said, it was a really quality team, quality opponent. And it was one of our better games. I know we're only, 3 games in, but overall, quarter for quarter, probably our best game we've played
with Coach Antram. Yeah, there's no doubt. With Coach's Corner, sponsored by Coca's Pizza. I'm watching that game. You go up 7-0, great drive. Offensive line did very well. As the game continued, that struggled a little bit. I always say, and I talked with Coach Pavel, and I talked with him. We talked after their loss the week before. Teams that are going to continue to get better. You've done this a long time. Do you learn more on a loss on film?
Yeah, definitely. Saturday we went in, watched the film, and exactly, you're going to learn more from a loss. So hopefully we keep grinding, keep getting better from that point, and take a big step after that week.
Well, I think you're going to see a big step, Spartan fans. This is a talented offense. We had Cam Thompson. Coach, I want to talk to you about him a little bit. What a quality young man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of the things that I've noticed working with your program each week. These kids speak so well. They do things that a lot of people don't understand. It's hard to go to school. It's hard to play football. It's hard to be recruited. It's hard to do those things. Talk about Cam Thompson a little bit.
Yeah, he's one of the ones we've mentioned before. Great kid on and off the field. That whole group of seniors that are getting some looks and stuff. They're all 3.6 and above, working on their ACT scores, and just character kids. He's really stepped it up the last few weeks with some other injuries and stuff, kind of taking in a leadership role that maybe he hasn't been in before. And just kind of, like I said, does everything on and off the field.
Here's one of the things that impresses me the most. I remember myself as a 17 or 18-year-old kid. Work was not in my equation.
Yep.
That is phenomenal. Whether it's your family, it doesn't matter. For when you see young men work and go to school and play football and represent their community, that's has to make you proud of being part of the Boardman community.
Yeah. Oh, it does. And it's just, they're doing the same thing off the field that we're preaching to them, on the field, discipline and work ethic, and they're getting it from all angles here.
With Coach Antram, Coach's Corner, sponsored by Coca's Pizza. The Holland Tigers will invade. We'll jump into them. Week 4, we'll have it for you on ysnlive.com, your home of the Spartans. Going into week 4 now. Biggest area you want to see this team improve on going into this week's football game?
Like I said last week when we met, I wanted to take a step offensively, and we did a little bit. We weren't as consistent as I would have liked to have been. I think we need to still, take another step offensively and open things up a little bit more. Anthony Hightower's really starting to understand things a little better and see the defense a little better. So definitely, I think, spread them out a little bit, especially with their defense they're going to be running. Take a little bit of pre-snap reads and take some shots downfield and open our run game up a little bit from there.
Yeah, the run game's been fantastic. 2 good backs that we talk about a lot that I like. The defense, again, Madison Jackson's a very good opponent. Yep. And 21 points. Is it a great night of defense? No, but is it a bad night? I don't want to say that either. I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned from you and this football team. I see a defense that, whether it's the light jersey or the dark jersey, I saw it again in Madison Jackson. There were jerseys to the ball. I know you talk about that. Coach Popio is the defensive guy. I don't think Spartan fans have seen how good this Spartan defense can be yet.
Right. Even last week, to hold them to 20 points the way they did it, it was something special. We held them. They kicked a 46-yard field goal.
By the way, that kid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's pretty impressive. But, and you gave yourself the opportunity to win the game or tie the game into those situations. That has to be.
We fumble right before half at the 30. They hold them to a field goal. They really buckled down, despite what the scoreboard says. Not that 20 points is a lot of points by any means, but the way they held them to 20 was impressive.
Nice to come back home this week.
Definitely. Yeah, we're ready for it. Yep.
Spartan Nation, come on out in full force Friday night. We'll have it for you on ysnlive.com, your home of the Spartans. The Holland Tigers, 7 o'clock. All right, I'm going to put you on the spot. Coach Antram's biggest key, other than getting the ball to Cam Thompson at receiver, the biggest key to a victory on Friday night.
We got to handle the run game. They're going to load the box offensively and go with 22 personnel and run the ball downhill. And we got to be physical in there and get them out of that. And then once they get out of that, stop the boot.
Let's get them out of that and do what we do and get win number 3. The last goofy question for you of the night. You're a football coach in high school. You get the opportunity to meet any football coach you've never met, pro or college or high school. Who is it?
Oh, man. I have to go Belichick, I guess. And that's tough. I could rattle off a long list.
You can't go wrong with Belichick. The guy's got 9. That's a good answer. Yep. I've had Belichick's. I've had Saban's. You've coached with a lot of great guys.
I have. Yeah, I've been fortunate, very fortunate to be around some great people.
But Bill Belichick's a good answer. Yep. If you do what Bill Belichick's done for his career, just think of Steve Leslie at ysnlive.com when you're hitting it big time. I appreciate doing this with you each week. The friendship, obviously, to Kiwan. Shout out, continue to get better. And from all of us at YSN, go get victory number 3, and we'll talk again next week.
Appreciate it. Thank you.